Ninjas sleep heart facing down. That was interesting.
Sleep on their stomach?
Yeah, pretty much. It's just, I guess all ninjas slept on their stomach. They kept their heart facing down.
You would almost think it'd been the other way around to be more like ready.
Get
You know?
up.
Right.
I mean, these guys got to pop up like a lizard.
Made me wonder.
Yeah.
And that's interesting.
You're asking me these questions, but I can't answer because
I thought you were a ninja.
because I cannot disclose the secrets of my people.
Whoa.
I would answer some of them, but I'm in the Illuminati.
Well, it's like all secret organizations. I think there's a necessariness to them because they keep the threat to the state.
I just ask you one thing: is necessarious a word?
Necessarious.
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 It's like nefarious.
It's a ninja term,
It's a
okay?
necessary nefariousness.
Yeah.
There you go.
But you're right. I mean,
You have to keep
necessity
the threat.
is the mother of invention, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, you're only going to get the shit kicked out of you for so long.
Yeah.
Right.
Until you-
Before you're gonna go.
Learn it or die.
I'm done being the victim.
Yeah.
You know, and that was something I don't know. We probably talked about it, but when I worked with in a residential treatment center for a lot of the kids that were there were street kids, juvies and we were violent. And when you got to, and I had the older teenagers, and you really get to talk to them and you read their history and everything. And like I said, I think we've talked about this before, but they come from that place where they're a victim. You're a victim. You're from the time you wake up in the morning till you go to bed at night, you're being victimized, probably in your house, out of your house, whatever. And pretty within a certain amount of time, you not only develop skills to protect yourself from being the victim, but most of these people became the perpetrator. Like you talked about, Navy SEALs go in, they attack. They don't wait for it to come to them. No. Well, that's what I found with these kind of young people. They finally get to the point where I'm not even waiting till it comes to me.
No.
Yep.
I'm going to establish that I am one bad motherfucker in this neighborhood, and don't fuck with me. Yep. And so I'm going to go out and I'm going to attack some
Prison
people.
rules.
Exactly right.
The best
And
defense
but
against offense.
it's totally out of necessity. I don't think in and I think that's human nature. I think in most cases, most people don't want to take on that role, but
Somebody has to though.
well, as the way we are as a species, it certainly is that way.
Yeah, it's necessary.
And by the way, I want to say on ninjas here at McCurdy's Comedy Theater, we were talking about our servers. Are ninjas.
Yeah.
And I have actually had I get compliments all the time on our servers here, and there's two of them sitting right, three, excuse me. Well, Mike, I don't know. Sometimes I don't know what you do.
No,
But and Twee can, she jumps in everywhere. But I get compliments on you guys all the time, and I have had people tell me, your servers have scared me.
Oh yeah.
Like they'll they're like, do you need anything? You're like, oh my god,
my
where the fuck
favorite.
did you come
Those are
from?
Really fun to do.
Yeah.
by the
Yes.
way.
So much fun.
And they're like, and I've because there was one point, because the dynamic of being a server or a bartender in a place like this is that it's not traditional where your tables come in staggered. It's like a bus unloads outside, and your whole section just fills the fuck up, and everybody wants everything right the fuck now, and it's all just super fast. And I was telling somebody, I said, Hooters, and I don't know how they do it to this day, get away with, you got to be able to wear that little uniform to be a server at Hooters. You know what I mean?
I was like, how are we bridging this?
And I go, so if you can have a requirement like that, I said, I think once we decide we hire somebody as a server, they got to go back outside and they got to run a sub 4.7 Ford. They don't run that. They can't work here. And I was telling one of the comics that Al April, and I was going, no, man, they don't. They're ninjas. They're ninjas. They come out of the rafters. They drop out of the ceiling. They come up from under your table. And the goof is, again, I've talked to servers where they go, I mean, people who have been in here and they go, sometimes your people are like that.
Yeah, we really are.
All of a sudden, we're there.
Yeah.
My favorite move was like somebody order a drink and I would put it on their table and I would walk by them and they would be like, "Where's my drink?" And I'd be like,
Yeah, I love that.
"Magic!"
Yeah. I've done
Although
that
it's
before.
backfired on me before, they'll
Yeah.
like knock it over on us. I'm like, my bad. I should have warned you.
I've had it where it's just like it's been sitting there for almost 15 minutes, and they're just like, "You never brought my drink." I'm like,
It's still behind you.
Gotta tell them.
Right there, looking at
"Been
you.
there for about 10, 15."
Oh,
bro.
man.
To be a ninja, you definitely have to be able to see in the dark. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's
That's why I smoke weed.
that doesn't help at all.
Yeah, it does.
Night blindness.
Supposedly, it's good for your night vision. I don't know the actuals about it, but it's supposedly true.
But, one of the